Good morning. I'm pleased to welcome you to the official team draw for the 2017 Men's Under-23 World Wheelchair Basketball Championship. I'm Wendy Gittins, the tournament director for the event, and to my far left is Corey Drew, Special Projects Coordinator for Wheelchair Basketball Canada, and next to me is Maureen Orchard, Secretary General of the International Wheelchair Basketball Federation, here to oversee the official draw. The 2017 Men's Under-23 World Championship will bring together the top junior wheelchair basketball athletes in the world at the Mattamy Athletic Centre in Toronto. Over 400 coaches, athletes, officials, delegates, and volunteers will attend this event that features 12 participating countries. Canada is incredibly proud to host this tournament and showcase the next generation of elite wheelchair basketball talent to the world, while continuing our commitment to the development of the game both at home and abroad. We are also thrilled to commemorate the 20-year anniversary since Canada hosted the inaugural World Championships for junior men in 1997, which also took place in Toronto. I would like to acknowledge support from our funding and sport partners, including the International Wheelchair Basketball Federation, Sport Canada, and the Province of Ontario. At this time, I would like to invite Maureen Orchard to say a few words and explain the draw procedures, after which the draw will begin.
Thank you, Wendy. It is my great pleasure to be able to join you here today through the miracle of modern technology. On behalf of Alf Marins, President of IWBF, and the members of the IWBF Executive Council, I would like to thank Wendy Gittins and Wheelchair Basketball Canada for all their help in making this draw possible, and to echo her thanks to all of the partners who are supporting the championship. The World Championship is a culmination of 4 qualification tournaments held over the past 3 months. The teams that qualified through their zones are now preparing to represent their country in a bid to win the gold medal. The players, coaches, and federations have made many sacrifices to play our great sport, and today they will learn the group they will play in. This is our 3rd championship held in the Mattamy Athletic Centre. It's a great arena to play in. Add to the fact the hotel is only a block away, and the training is also at Mattamy, and we have a perfect setting for the players and all the people involved in the championship to make it successful. Before we start the official draw, I would like to go over the process we use. IWBF was responsible for confirming the pairs, taking into consideration the finish in the zone championships for the pairs from each zone, the ranking from the U23 tournament held in 2013. This is done to create as much as possible a fair grouping of the countries and to avoid to have the top 2 teams from each of the zones in the same group. With 12 teams, we will have 6 pairs. 5 pairs go into the draw for the groups. The first pair is Turkey-Great Britain, the second pair Iran-Japan, the third Germany-Italy, the fourth USA-Brazil, and the 5th pair France-Australia. The final pair, Canada and South Africa, is not part of the draw. The host country is allowed to choose which group they will go into once the groups have been established. The system we use is simple. The name of each country is placed in a piece of paper and enclosed in a small ball, and separated into the pairs according to the list I read. The 2 balls for the pair are then placed into a glass bowl for the draw. We will conduct the draw in the following manner. Corey will draw 1 ball from the bowl containing the numbers 1 to 6 to determine where the teams from each pair will be placed on the draw board. Wendy will then choose 1 ball from the bowl holding the names of the first pair of teams, open it up, and announce the name of the country on the paper. This country will be placed in Group A. She will then open the second ball to show the name of the country in Group B. This will happen 5 times, and the groups will then be known except for the final pair. The representative of Canada will then be given 2 minutes to make their decision to choose the group they want to be in, and South Africa will be placed in the other group. Now, let's start the draw. Corey, are you ready?
I am.
Please draw the first ball. The first pair will go in position 1 on the board. Wendy? Turkey and Great Britain are in the bowl. And Turkey will be in Group A, and Great Britain in Group B. Corey, Your turn. The next group will go in position 2. Wendy? And we have Iran in position in Group A, and Japan in Group B. Corey? Ah, good. It's not fixed. Position 6. Wendy, Germany and Italy, please. Italy will be in Group A, and Germany in Group B. Corey, back to you. Aha. Group 3. Wendy, USA, Brazil. And Brazil will go in Group A, and USA in Group B. And now the final pair in the draw. Group place 4, and Wendy, France and Australia, please. Australia will be in Group A, and France in Group B. And now we've come to the final pair, Canada and South Africa. And Canada, you have 2 minutes to make your decision. Yes, can you show us please, South Africa is in the draw? And Canada. So while they're making their decision, let's take a look at what we have so far. In Group A, we have Turkey, Iran, Brazil, Australia, and Italy. And in Group B, we have Great Britain, Japan, the United States, France, and Germany. The interesting thing about this is that one of my biggest fears was that all of the first place teams would end up in one pool, and thank you very much, Wendy, for all your help in the draw. You managed to not make it happen. I was a bit worried when we had Turkey and Iran both come out in Pool A, but then you broke it with Brazil and Australia and Italy. So we have a very nice mix of the positions of the teams in the pools. So Wendy, I'm not going to ask you who, but looking down there, I think I know where I'd go, but it's not going to be easy at all.
No, I think they're very challenging pools for for either side, but it would be a great competition.
Yep. I was at the America Zone 1 in Argentina last month, and the team from the United States is just an amazing squad of very talented young players. But Brazil's not anybody's slouch either, so they'll be in there playing hard. I spoke to my colleagues, and the tournament in Europe was very close, with Turkey coming out on top. But also the tournament in Asia-Oceania had Iran be beaten by Japan. So I think anybody up there could win, and anybody up there is possible of beating anybody else. So it will be very interesting. South Africa had a good tournament as well, but a small tournament. And South Africa comes in here climbing a very big mountain to get into the quarterfinals. In the end, the big aim in that preliminary round, of course, is to be one of the top 4 in each one of the pools. So Canada, where are we at? I think they're hiding. Jeff Dumbrack, the high performance director for Canada, is on the phone with Daryl Nordell, who's at a tournament right now in Edmonton with his club team.
I think they're
Think they're ready?
wrapping it up, and we'll hear shortly here in a couple seconds.
And here comes Jeff, High Performance Director for Canada's, to give us the selection.
Thank you, Maureen. Canada would like to select to be in Pool A.
Thank you, Jeff. And Ryan, if you could put those up, and we have all of the teams in each of the pools now. Thank you, Ryan. So, just to go over again, the pools now have Turkey, Iran, Brazil, Australia, Canada, and Italy in Pool A. And Great Britain, Japan, the United States, France, South Africa, and Germany in Pool B. And as I said, I wouldn't want to have to win either one of those pools because they're all going to be great. So in the next few days, IWBF will finalize the schedule and send it to the competing nations. It will also be posted on the website at iwbf.org and on the Wheelchair Basketball Canada website at wheelchairbasketball.ca. In closing my remarks, I would like to thank you all for joining us. I think it's fitting that Canada hosts the 6th version of these championships, having hosted the first one in 2007 here in Toronto. I've had the privilege to attend all of the previous championships and have seen the quality of the teams increase over that period. I am certain the players will continue to get better in the years to come. And now, back to you, Wendy.
Thank you, Maureen. That concludes the official team draw for the 2017 Men's Under-23 World Championship. I would like to thank Maureen and Corey, Ryan, Courtney, and Lindsay, and Jeff, and all the WBC staff for organizing the draw today. Thank you for joining us, and we hope to see you in June.